Hey man, it's Else days. I'm back reacting to the boys, Avid and Preach. Man, I swear these niggas look different in every single video. They must be doing what I do, like just record hella videos one day, just release them like throughout the course of time, like whenever they fucking release them. Cause these niggas look different every video. I'm not talking about the clothes. Most of the time they wear the same fucking clothes. They just have a different cut, different hairstyle, beard length. Like, sometimes be next to each other, sometimes be on Zoom or whatever the fuck they be recording this shit on. But anyways, yeah, you see the title. Does Gen Z suck? I figured I'd watch it because I think I'm Gen Z. I was born in 2000, May 5th, 2000. 11:18 a.m. for you bitches that want to do my charts and shit. But yeah, does Gen Z suck? Maybe. Let's see.
Today's topic.
Oh, it's one of these.
I've sent or received nudes.
Oh, God.
Perhaps.
Do I
Three.
have to answer
Perhaps.
this?
Perhaps. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Perhaps. I don't know who watching right now, but perhaps.
Oh, you knew it! That's exactly the word that was in my head.
Wait, what'd he say?
Oh, you,
Wait, what?
Oh, we about to go haram.
oh, you knew it! That's exactly
Hey, I'm not
the
Muslim,
word
but
that was in my head. And my head, I'm
oh,
like,
shouts out to y'all.
"Is he gonna just like text word?" You went,
Shouts out to my Muslims. I know y'all watching me.
hey, because she said, "Do I have to answer this?"
I saw her hands go up like, fuck.
I mean, like,
Ooh, it's okay. Your parents ain't watching.
Astaghfirullah.
They might be.
Astaghfirullah. أنت حيوان.
There you go. Go in, nigga.
خلاص.
Yeah, go crazy,
Go ahead,
Albert.
nigga.
أنت من أين؟ That was
I don't know what he's saying.
If
Like,
one day I want to get a certain job or go into a political office, I just don't ever want to have somebody to hold that against me. Even when people send me nudes, I'm like, I didn't necessarily need that.
like, they're gonna leak some news when you were fucking like 16, 17, 18, 19. Like, I mean, if they do some, like, ain't nobody be like, oh my god, he's sick. He sent news when he was a kid or whenever the fuck. As long as you're not sending them to kids, sending to people your age and who fuck with you, like consensually,
Like,
ain't no
wait,
gonna judge you
wait,
like that.
wait.
You know?
are we saying nudes?
Yes.
Should we
Oh my
start
God,
over?
I thought we were saying nudes.
Don't lie. I mean, you should stay where you're at, anyways. Cause I'm sure you sent some. I don't want to judge, but I'm judging, bitch. I know you sent some.
I'm so sorry. I don't send
Cap.
nudes because I just
Okay,
do
you
things
don't
on
send them, but
social
have you
media.
sent?
I want to pursue acting. I feel like my body's a temple. You gotta pay to see it, if at least.
That's a
Oh,
zoomer.
you gotta. Ain't no nigga gonna see it for free. Get your ass back where you were.
The zoomer. If you don't know what a zoomer is, it's a Gen Z acting like a boomer. It's a zoomer.
I like it. She's like, I have self-respect. I want to have a career, so I wouldn't post nudes. But
Unless,
if you pay,
yeah, unless you
I
got
want to
bread.
post that on the internet. I want to do that. You know, I got things to do,
She
and I
gotta
want
know.
more people to have it.
If she's
Would
not,
you
then,
want money for it?
whatever.
Maybe.
Oh, it's me, you're right. She's not got.
I hope so.
you love that Kodak Black.
I know he
My
does.
favorite.
I love it.
Great
You
moment.
want money for it?
I hope so.
I hope so.
The funny thing is you can't see his face under the mask, but you know.
Yeah, why that nigga have that mask on? I never seen that full interview.
Most women or women adjacent people have received unsolicited
Facts.
pics.
As like a bisexual person and kind of just being in like a
Okay.
world that's hyper sexualized already, and it sucks because that's kind of like the age of social media and like LGBTQ youth, is that pretty much like they have to seek validation online. That's like really like the way to do it.
I agree
not
exactly
really.
with what Makai
Just get
said.
your ass
I mean,
outside.
it is like the form of validation now. Like sending nudes is love, but
Which just makes me just want to, this makes me just want to
It's
jump
not
over.
love. It is just whatever. Like, what's it called? I mean, you ain't gonna be able to fuck every, like, I mean, you're not gonna be with the person, especially when you're in school. So it's like virtual fucking.
because I feel like I'm in the wrong area.
Not to
You know,
show
we're gonna go
love.
here.
I mean, maybe, but
Guys, this is not whether or not you agree or disagree with nudes. The
Yeah,
question
it's
was,
like, have you sent them?
Have you sent them?
Or
How can you
received them,
say,
is
yes,
right?
I have, and then
Sent
be
or
like,
received.
well, based off your opinion, I feel like I should. What?
what's wrong with you niggas? Don't worry,
Am I crazy?
I'm their age. I think
Yes.
I would have understood the question.
Why?
No. Z.
Should.
Like they should respect your values if you don't want to send nudes, and if not,
Yeah, we
like
get it,
it's
we get it,
pretty
we get it, we
clear to
get
me
it.
that they're just using me for my body.
Thanks,
Nudes has
we
a lot
get
to
it.
do with appearance, and
Yeah,
putting
they're
a lot of
nudes, what else?
value on how you appear can just sometimes be damaging.
To piggyback off that,
What's
it's
that?
really important to.
What are you
like, when
niggas
you're growing
talking
up,
about?
No matter like your body type or how you look, everyone has like beauty in them.
And that's exactly it. That's exactly what it is. Have you sent nudes? Yes.
Well, the thing about that
But
is,
you
like, no,
shouldn't
nigga,
say
answer the
nudes.
question.
You
Saying we need to say it. Like, come on,
That's
bro.
not-
Why are you
that's
talking
not-
so
yo,
much?
But we've all done a mistake. Yeah, that's not the
Yeah.
question. That's not the question.
Preach, we get.
Have you?
Yeah, preach.
You know what I also appreciate about this? This is very representative. They got a Muslim girl, a gay dude,
Facts.
bisexual dude,
Facts.
Asian, some whites in the back,
Facts.
white trash.
So it's
you don't
important
know?
to
Yeah,
love your
yeah,
body and
yeah,
love
yeah.
like how you look, because like, girl, that's your body. Like, flaunt what you got, boo. That validation needs to come from
Yes.
within, not from other people. Because like, I know I'm sexy. I don't even know if tell me I'm sexy. So.
Yeah,
okay,
what's that nigga named Timmy Thick?
Is that going in?
Y'all remember Timmy? What's
Skinny
that? Didn't
jeans
someone say that nigga was like an android or some shit? Whatever the fuck.
are out of style.
Wait, what?
Skinny jeans are out of style.
Okay, style as in like, is it popular anymore? No, it's not popular. Is niggas still gonna wear them? Yes, and niggas are gonna wear them. I don't wear skinny jeans. I wear like tapered, like denim. I got some bigger, like more relaxed denim. But you know, lately when I've been wearing jeans, I've been wearing shorts a lot lately actually. But when I do wear jeans, I got them tapered shits. Like I fuck with like a good fitting pair of jeans. I'm out of that like skinny jean phase. You know, my parents never let me have any. Remember when jerking was crazy? Like 2010, 2013, like that era when jerking was crazy. Jerking will never die. You know, the Rangers, fucking Marble Inc. and shit like that. I was on my jerking shit. And I wanted skinny jeans so bad. I wanted them two-tone bitches. My parents would let me get them shits. Kind of glad, because I would have looked like a dumbass. I still wanted them.
2, 1,
Just never got them.
go.
But yeah, skinny jeans are, if you're considering like what the trend is, like, is it cool to wear skinny jeans? Like, no one's gonna like clown on you unless your shit's super duper like superhero like unitard tight. Ain't no one gonna care. But what is in style is them fucking fat ass, baggy ass Vetements jeans, like Vetements jeans and shit like that. That's what's in style.
Yeah. I don't
The
know.
skinny
it was just
jeans,
the
niggas can
era
fuck
at the
with
time.
themselves.
It was like rock was like, you know, pop rock, lots of skinny jeans, and then turned to like ripped jeans. And I think pants are getting bigger. I don't know if it's because like maybe we're shifting more towards like androgyny. I'm over here because I think that skinny jeans, I don't like them.
Or niggas are just wearing whatever celebrities are wearing. So
And I would wear them because I also have like chicken legs, so like that's not happening
Wait,
for me.
is it
yeah, I don't got chicken legs. That's why I be wearing shorts lately.
out of style or in style?
I be wearing them
Girl, you
low
do-
shorts, like them, like 8 and under, like inch seam shorts.
Listen, girl.
Stay focused.
Yes. Okay. Gen Z. Everyone says you guys can't focus.
Damn,
not helping.
They
I
are
can't
in-
focus. I be talking about anything on this bitch. My bad.
Style?
Yeah, skinny jeans.
Oh no, they're out of style. They are.
They're not out of style. I mean, niggas can still fuck with them. They're just not like the cool
This
shit.
girl. This girl, and then the guy.
Dude, yeah, these niggas- do they not hear the questions?
Cause I'm sexy.
I wonder how
The
old they
amount of
are.
group thing going on right now, it's like crazy.
I recently bought my like first pair of like baggier jeans, kind of like what he's wearing, and I was like blown away. Honestly, like
Why?
there's so much space. You know, I have
Nigga,
to
I've been
wear-
wearing baggy jeans my entire life. I always hated them because they were too baggy. Like, 'cause my parents would give me these big ass jeans. I did not fuck with them at all. That's probably because like skinny jeans were cool. I felt like uncool. Yeah, I might have been the coolest nigga if I went to school now. If I wore them fat ass jeans.
worry about it like bunching up and stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know why we ever stuck with skinny jeans to begin with.
I mean, like I said,
The whole
tapered
skinny
denim
jeans
is where it's at.
part
Don't wear
thing
super
is
tight ass shit.
generational
Just wear
politics that are
tight,
trying to
like
distract
form-fitting
us from what
taper
we actually disagree about.
type
Like
shit.
nobody actually cares about the skinny jeans and middle parts. Like millennials.
What are you talking about?
They trying to distract you.
Talking about that TikTok shit?
You don't need no help to get distracted.
Facts.
You can't.
Why don't you bring that up?
can't
Just say
understand a
yes,
simple
no,
question.
yes, no.
Girl, no.
Is this really a talking point?
Yeah. They took all the points of the Gen Z. Remember what they did with Black? You know how they did that?
I'm not on social media after. Are they really talking about skinny jeans that deep?
Yeah,
really
like these
TikTok?
bitches made songs and shit. Like,
Is Kanye West invited to the
About it?
cookout? Remember how they did
Like
it
the millennials
It's
make
the
songs.
Same
I
thing.
don't really care, but yeah, that was
but
corny.
with them.
Okay.
So it's not a talking point. How are you surprised?
That's okay,
I
yeah,
get
but I
my
understand.
news from YouTube. 3.
No, I don't be watching the news because I don't want to. It is what it is. I mean, when I see shit, it's on Twitter, but I mean, I don't actively search for shit. It's because it shows up on Twitter. YouTube too, it just shows up. I'll be getting like gaming news and shit, like from like the quartering and whatever the fuck.
2.
But
1.
it's not gonna like even with that, I don't even search for it. It just shows up. If I watch it, I watch it. If I don't, I don't.
The Asian girl's gonna be like, news or nudes?
I get my news from YouTube.
Yoga I get from YouTube. What are you talking about?
Oh shit, I remember that. That naked yoga?
I'll give you that one. That was you.
I just somewhat disagree because I try not to just, stay on YouTube because it can be a lot of disinformation. But I
It's
also
everywhere
feel like,
on the
I
internet,
follow a lot
bro.
of political YouTubers and I feel like
I
their
don't.
perspectives are different than what's on the mainstream because
I don't.
3 corporations own all of the media.
Social news, Twitter, 100% easily. But like if it's like some political stuff, I have like subscriptions to like New York Times, even Fox and stuff, just so that I
Why?
get perspective from everyone. And I tend to go ahead and like focus more on like the journalism stuff. And YouTube is like the headlines, but I don't click
I don't
the
know
video and,
nobody
like,
got
deliberately
subscriptions
watch
to
until I've
news
known
sites.
The facts.
The ability of Twitter to get, opinions out there from people who aren't political pundits is really valuable. And, when big things happen, Twitter usually hears about it first.
I feel like it kind of just comes down to like a
I
media
guess.
literacy thing, and it's something that like our generation and further generations are gonna have to face. We haven't been in this era where there's like what Sarah was saying about like the democratized way of social media, where like everyone can share information. We're like in this new era where we pretty much have to learn how to decipher which is valuable and valid information and what's not. And like as social media continues to grow, I feel like we're just gonna.
Dude, yeah, whatever this nigga's talking about, yeah. But like, he says something about like the internet literacy, whatever the fuck. Sorry, I don't remember exactly what he said. Yeah, I can tell like when a nigga's like trolling online, saying stupid shit. I just feel like my parents or some shit can't, like, especially my mom, like, yeah, like, older generations, they believe in like a lot of stupid shit.
Keep becoming more literate with.
And I feel like we should be taught this in schools. We're in a whole new era. Like we grew up with like.
But yeah, I took a college course, like, and they had like a segment of like, is this a bot or is this a troll or is this an actual person? And like, I almost aced that shit. Like, I could tell every time it was a bot or a troll, like, or a regular
which
nigga
allows
talking.
us obviously to have more diverse opinions, but I think that should be taught in school as well.
Do your guys' parents ever just call you and be like, did you know this happened? And you're like, yeah, it happened like 5 hours ago. And you're like, did you just find out now?
It's usually fake news.
5 hours? That's still the same day. Like,
My mom.
I will agree with her on that. Parents are super susceptible to fake articles.
Yeah,
You know
they
what?
are.
People in general, people constantly send us like onion articles. But could you believe that a man
Yeah,
ran
like,
into
nigga,
a
it's
tent,
not onion,
showed
like,
his,
come
penis,
on.
which was attached to an elephant's head, and then ran out and said, "I as well." Like, I don't know. It's like, bro, did you read the source? Did you read any of the articles? Did you look at the? No. So people are just very susceptible to not doing any form of like,
Facts.
even. I'm not saying you got to know everything, but people won't even do a simple Google search to see like, are there
Yeah, I
any
know,
news
like,
sources that cover
they read
this?
it, believe it.
You know.
Like, come on now.
I mean, you have to have this conversation all the time.
Then sometimes.
You read a headline for me, I'm like, have you checked with other sources?
Yeah.
Always.
But that's the first thing that we cannot go, because we can't go out there and spray and spread, shit we're gonna get called on.
Yeah.
She gets used from Facebook.
Same,
Literally, she
same,
calls me. She's like, "Did you hear about this?" Like, "Mom, that's right." And she's like, "It is."
Yeah.
Like my mom, when she was on Instagram, she just was like, she was seeing the wrong stuff. And then she was like, the vaccine, those microchips. And I was like, Mom.
I think it's also important to think
she on
about
her,
like,
she on her Illuminati timing, her spiritual soul timing.
why people believe
She might be
that.
right. I don't know.
Yeah,
So I might have got
stupid
chipped.
and
I
it's
got
funny to make
vaccinated.
fun of, but,
I might have got chipped.
people are
My shit might
afraid
blow
of,
up one day.
really
I'm walking
rich
on the
people
sidewalk.
who are going to be like controlling a lot of stuff without,
When I'm out sun
democratic
gazing, my head
elections
might
and
blow
without any
up.
accountability. And it makes sense that people would feel like, I don't really know if I can trust the government.
Yeah, you
My
can't.
parents and I agree on political and social issues. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't talk to my parents about political and social issues. I mean, sometimes we talk about it. It's not like a disagree or agree type thing. It's just like talking about it. But we don't have like on that that Trump Biden shit, like the election, whatever, any election really. We don't discuss who we're voting for or like whatever. Like, I don't think we really give a fuck. Like, what do I look like having an argument with my parents? Like, you voted for Trump? Fuck you. Like, no, who cares?
Nudes. You better go all the way to
Hey, facts.
It's not just that she's sending nudes, it's that she's like, feels weird about it. So you already know.
Yeah. The pressure.
The haram.
Yeah, the haram.
My parents raised me again on the whole thing of look at every single side. And I guess it didn't go necessarily their way, but at the same time, sometimes it ends up being a wreck, but whenever it's a wreck, we come back and we're like, I see your point, but here's what I think and here's why, loaded with facts, not just oh, I think this because this and this and this X and X and said. No, it's because this is a percentage, this is a statistic that I'm pointing out.
Honestly, I used to try and show them a different perspective and have an open conversation, but I'm kind of at the point now where it's you know what? Let's
Why would
just
you
not
ever
talk
do
about
that?
it.
There's no need. Your parents are probably old as fuck. You ain't change their mind. They've lived fucking 40, 50 years on this planet. You think they're gonna just change because you showed them an article or some shit? Nah, cause let them rock. That's what you gotta do, is let them rock.
Best.
My parents always say to me, you pay attention to politics more than we do, and we learn from you. And sometimes we get into little arguments. That can be a good way to sort of inform each other, because obviously they have more experience historically, what went on. But they can also say yeah, I don't
they've just been walking the earth longer.
This specific issue, can you get me up to speed? And
I would like to have a disclaimer for my mom and dad. What's coming out of my mouth is coming out through love. Also, if they're watching this, please stop watching this. My parents are very closed-minded and conservative, and there have been fights, as in Daniel's family. I feel like in my household, my opinion is not valid, and it will never be valid as long as I live.
I have
I wonder how old he is.
depressed. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I don't think I've ever felt I don't know. I don't think I ever felt depressed. I felt sad, but I never felt anything I could label as depression, because nigga, I don't know. I'll get these moments where I'm oh, fuck, man, fuck life. I don't want to do anything for 30 seconds. It'll last 30 seconds, to an hour at most, and that shit happens maybe twice a month or some shit. But then I start doing some shit, and then it's out of my head. I don't think about that. But yeah, I think that's probably how people who are depressed feel all the time. That shit must suck. But yeah, I don't think I've ever really felt depressed, because I don't know, I just haven't. But it looks like all these niggas have, so let's see what they have to say about it. Damn. Damn.
So I'm about to have a really vulnerable moment with y'all.
I don't know why. You don't know none of these people.
My whole life,
but do you
been
think?
So bullied, and words hurt so much.
Facts.
And 6 months ago, I almost took my life.
Damn.
Because of words, they have this effect on you, and sometimes you can't talk to people about it. And my friend's mom posted
if you need to talk to someone, to call this number. And I talked to them, and I spoke to them on the phone for 2 hours by myself at nighttime. And if it wasn't for her just doing that, I feel like I wouldn't have been here today.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
It's okay.
And them hotlines be helping for real?
Group hug. No?
Because every time everybody's like, no, I'm not going there.
Yeah, like that type of feeling, I don't think I ever really had that. So I'm not taking that for granted. I'm glad I never felt like that. That shit must suck. But yeah.
Not COVID. Yeah. My mom, the chips, can't do that. And when he said like all my life, I was like, all my life,
Nigga, what song is that?
I let my dick get big as the apple time, so I can fuck the world for a sip. I'm sorry, I went to just get
I can't remember what this song's called, but I know what he's singing.
Overcome that.
Yeah,
I think mental health issues are soaring through the roof, and if you want something to invest in, anybody who does these online therapy sessions or anything like that, a company, definitely a good idea, because it's going to be coming.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the type of nigga, I don't really pay attention to shit. Like, sometimes it's kind of a detriment, but, you know, I'm not depressed. Like, some people are just naturally depressed, like, you know, they just come out the womb like that. But some people, they kind of develop it because they give a fuck about everything everyone says. And that can fuck with you, my boy. It fucks with a lot of people.
Not no scams, this is a real thing. But the thing that happened as well is that him having,
especially with
conservative parents,
social medias,
like he said, having super conservative parents sometimes,
yeah,
and him being flamboyant.
Yeah, having parents just
you don't feel like you
they don't give a fuck about what you're saying.
You don't feel like you're sometimes you feel like you can be stuck. And even your siblings sometimes, you can't talk to them. Me, I was fortunate. I could talk to my sister anytime I wanted.
Did you tell your parents that you're gay?
Why you on his head? What's wrong with you?
You know, the way you were setting up this whole thing, that's what they were thinking.
I wasn't thinking that. I was not thinking that. Preach. I was not thinking that. I promise you.
You know, words are very important, you trash ass human being.
I
know what I'm saying. Yeah, I can understand where he's from. Where he's going to come from.
Yeah.
I am optimistic about the future.
Hey, you gotta be. You gotta be. I'm optimistic. What else I'm gonna do? Sit here and cry? Nah, man. You gotta have hope.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, there we go. Something like to see. See in the middle, is that an option? Nah, my boy. Whatever, do you think?
Personally, it's in my nature to not be optimistic because I think a lot of people in our generation are very nihilistic.
You can get over it.
I try not to like view it like that because it's very like deterministic. Like, well, the world's going to hell. Like, we can't
nihilism,
do
that will
anything.
fuck with you.
And if you believe that, then like you're not
you
fighting for like a better world, and you're not fighting for change.
I'm very much with Sarah on the point where our generation is very cynical, very nihilistic. We like to just like assume that things can't be fixed.
To be honest with you, that's every generation.
Yeah,
the amount of people I see just always online. Oh, the end of the world is coming. End times. Like your parents do this.
The world's fucked.
It's not every generation.
That's just a super slut. But yeah, come on, man. Don't be like that.
Very hopeful for the world, man.
The world might be fucked.
We are saying
man, you don't gotta be fucked.
Pass me a little piece of that, bud. That's what it was.
Maybe
all
during the 70s.
Yeah, but after that, it all went to shits.
90s onward.
It was 80s
once
onward.
The internet came along.
Once the 70s gone was done. It was done. Like, yo.
Yeah. So that's not really a Gen Z thing, but yeah.
Because in the past, they just never were. I don't know. I think I'm very optimistic for the future because I believe as we become more educated and we have more resources to certain things and information, we can do great things, but we just have to believe that we can or else it won't happen.
Now I'm feeling sad about saying someone disagree. I just was thinking about this in like the climate perspective and like social media, how it's been used so negatively.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
When I think about those two major things,
my girl.
I can't see it stopping anywhere.
It's a little unimaginable.
You can't see it, doesn't mean it won't.
I want to be positive, of course, and I want the change to happen, but like where does it start?
I try to be positive, and I always say like, if there's something you don't like, we can work on it and fix it. And I think that this generation in particular is really good at that. Like Gen Z is crazy. Like we get things done. The impact we had with like TikTok even, like, yeah, we changed a lot of things.
The guys of getting things done. Nigga, just because a nigga put a black nigga in a movie don't mean nothing's happening.
Maybe, but I don't know what they changed with TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck does TikTok do?
Changed minds and educated people, but like YouTube.
No, them corporations, they just get shutting you up. They ain't changing.
For folks, Twitter's on the same, like, I don't know. What change you brought about with TikTok? Yeah, sure. I think that Gen Z gets a bit of a bad rap because of the fact that, you know, my generation, the millennials, right? We had
old ass nigga.
The transition from no internet to having internet. And so now we're constantly seeing the younger generation online every day doing TikToks and other stuff we find cringy. And so
I find that cringy. I'm their age.
Of contact with younger people all the time, that their cringe seems far more than it actually is in terms of like it being present. But if you were thinking about it, our parents' generation looked at us the same way, and their parents' generation looked at them the same way. So it's just a repeating cycle. That's why I don't look at Gen Z and be like, what the it's just a different generation. That's it. I know some people are like, Gen Z's lost. They got purple hair. They're inclusive. It's like, who cares? You know, it's like, I don't rag on them. I don't even think it's that cringy. Personally, from what I've seen, it's just like, that's their thing. You know?
But it's just a natural path progression. What we're doing. They're just more inclusive than what we were. But we set the tone. Our parents set the tone. Before that, it's just the
progression over generations.
It's just the path that I'm not surprised by it. I could cringe about it, but I'm not surprised by it.
I could cringe about it.
Weird, but I'm like, you know, I was a little weirdo when I was a kid, so whatever.
Facts.
I think it's easy to dunk on Gen Z because they're such easy, but it's just like
every younger generation is an easy target. Watch the other generation is gonna come after that.
Yeah, so that's it. You know, they got their own set of problems the way we had our
whatever's after Gen Z.
You know, my set of problems involve like real violence. My parents'
the Matrix generation, that's what you call it.
More real violence. And this generation, mental health. And look now, as I'm older, mental health is becoming more of an issue. But younger days, like nobody ever talked about it. I'm not saying it wasn't present, but it just wasn't the focal point of our struggle.
Nope.
Violence, however, that was a different story. And I think with these kids, like
things getting their ass whooped in the 90s,
different problems, and they're tackling it in a different way. And even if I don't approve or love any of it, but I'll go out here and be like, "Well, Gen Z's trash." Or some people get too caught up in that. But those are my thoughts. What do you think?
Same.
All right. Well, in that case, leave your comments below. Tell us what you guys think about Gen Z in this whole discussion. Personally, I thought the cast members were cool. They were different. I had some opinions. They were well thought out. I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised by how well informed that they stayed. Because compared to our generation, they seemed to be way more plugged in than we were. But I think that's because they're more socially adept and there's more options for them. So they're taking advantage. And that's good.
Hey man. Shout out Evan Breach. Follow him. Do what you do. Damn. Oh, I was like, my God, my mouse ain't moving. That shit was right there. Yeah, man. I'll catch y'all later.